new position. I mean, but at the same time, having that experience at quarterback and being able to know, where when you were the quarterback, where the tight end was supposed to be lined up, how do you really feel like that's helped you make a different position switch?
Yeah, it's really just playing football for me. Like, I already know the whole offense, top to bottom, inside and out. It's really just moving to a different area on the field. And then with my previous knowledge, like you said, I'm able to kind of help other guys, bring other guys along with me, and just kind of, build up the whole offense.
And something Summerall said was your ball tracking is pretty there. How do you work on a skill like that after, really not being a receiver your whole career?
Kind of comes natural. I've always had pretty good hands, but I've definitely, every single day after we lift, after we run, after we meet, me and all the tight ends, Lil G out there catching on the jugs, throwing to each other, whatever it is. So it comes natural, but it's definitely work that I put into.
How much weight have you put on this offseason for the position change?
About 20 pounds. I left the bowl game like 215, and I'm right now like 235, 240.
What have you seen from those three guys? I know it's obviously the first day, but what do you think of that room?
Quarterbacks, very impressive. For a first day of spring ball, they're not a whole lot of MAs, with the offense and with getting the ball out, doing things like that, running the offense, and they're very talented with their arms and with their legs and stuff like that. So. You can tell all of them have pretty good experience, and they've been around college football. They're playing, the position the right way. So I'm excited, to catch the ball from them.
Coach Summerall mentioned he still doesn't know how you're going to hold up blocking. How do you feel about that? 'Cause
yeah.
Obviously, until there's contact, you don't. That's not.
It's definitely a change of pace, but it's something I'm ready for, and I'm very willing to dive my nose in, stick my head into whatever it is to help the team win, get me on the field, whatever. It's going to be different. I haven't, been in that position since I was like 12 years old. I played tight end when I was like 12, just because I was big. And now I'm back to it. Kind of feels good, and I'm really excited.
How different a feeling is it on practicing out there when you're not a quarterback?
It's fun. I feel like I'm really, really playing football again. Like really getting into it with my boys. I kind of feel more tight knit with the O-line, the running backs, quarterbacks, receivers, because I'm really like a piece of everything, playing a different position. So. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really just blessed and grateful for the opportunity, the position.
Have they mentioned anything to you about having any role as a Wildcat quarterback next year, or is that in the past now with you?
I think it's all, up in the air still. We're still trying to get through, the first basic install of the offense, and then we're going to kind of build off of that moving forward and spring, summer, and then in the fall camp.
How is the tight end room kind of growing? Because it is, you lose Reggie Brown, Alex Bauman, and, bring in Husbands, I believe, and a player from Southern Miss. And then, the freshman, there's not that much proven there. So how's that group really kind of coming together?
Yeah, I feel like, since the first week, we kind of meshed together pretty well. We got a guy who played a lot last year. And then, like you said, LaRon Husbands from Maryland played a lot there. Jay Reed started as a freshman at Southern Miss. And then got some younger guys along with them. So I feel like, we all support each other. We're all very good players, talented. I feel like we can all help the team win.
And as someone on this team last year at more of a leadership position, how do you feel like the leadership with all of the turnovers kind of come along?
Yeah, I feel like we're very tighter. It's not like kind of figuring out who's who and trying to like meet the team like it was last year with a whole new staff and a whole new recruiting class and this and that. We kind of have our feet planted, and coaching staff is kind of settled in. And we're really rolling a little bit faster this spring and this winter.
Yeah. Granted, a position change for you, but same OC there as well. How do you feel like they'll help you with that balance?
Yeah, it's like I said, I just know the offense in and out. I know the terminology, everything. I know what the quarterback should be doing on every play, as well as every other position, because that's how we were taught. Coach Caddy does a really good job with that, helping us learn the entire offense, top to bottom. So I feel like having the same offensive coordinator kind of makes me feel comfortable knowing what I'm doing and as well knowing what everyone else is doing.
Was it an easy decision for you to stay or not? Just your.
Not at first, but it ends up being easy because I know it's not in my hands; it's in the Lord's hands. So, talk to my family, talk to God a lot, and at the end of the day, you kind of put your emotions to the side, do what you think is best for yourself and for whatever God has planned for you, and just kind of put your head down and keep walking on the Lord's path.
How many teams did you hear from in the portal?
There's a handful. But it was just, it ended up being this place was the best place for me. I wanted to come back, be with my guys, graduate from here. My girlfriend had moved out with me, didn't want to have to move the whole setup and all that stuff. So it ended up being a pretty easy decision at the end of the day.
They brought on Will Hall to the staff, so you have the same really offensive staff, but bringing on, I believe, passing game coordinator. What's that kind of been like, adding in addition to the offense?
Yeah, he's a great addition. Like you said, he really has a passing game coordinator role, but Coming from a head coaching position at Southern Miss, you can tell he's a very talented coach. He's out there very passionate with the guys. He's perfect for that receiver room that he's in, kind of getting them going a little bit, helping out Coach Carter, and just, tightening up everything on the offensive end. I feel like he's going to add a lot of explosive stuff to the passing game as well as just kind of tightening up the entire unit.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.